Hi, this is Emily from the Anxiety and OCD Treatment Center of Central Pennsylvania. And today I wanted to talk about a kind of therapy that we often use with people, and that's called acceptance and commitment therapy. It's an experiential therapy that often uses visualizations, exercises, and metaphors. And when we do that, people might have a better ability to better understand concepts that we learn in this therapy. So, ACT itself is really designed to help people live in alignment with their values. So, one of the most powerful pieces of ACT is the ability to learn how to unhook from our difficult thoughts. And by doing this, we really have an opportunity to tend to our feelings. So we can get unhooked from these difficult thoughts, manage and tend to these feelings. We then create the ability to live life in alignment with our values, and we can choose this life that we really want. And we might notice we have more flexibility in our ability to make choices, and we can kind of notice these thoughts and feelings and not be so impacted by them. So one thing that we might have somebody do is really try to notice their thoughts, and that from there create some space. So an example might be maybe I'm having a thought that says I'm really ugly, and that might feel painful and heavy. And then I might say to myself, I'm noticing that I'm having the thought that I'm really ugly. And what that does is that creates some more space, and that thought doesn't feel as much like a fact. And I might be able to get unhooked with that. Or I could notice I'm having this thought, I'm really ugly, and then say it in a really funny voice in my head. And then that doesn't feel as sticky, or I might not get as stuck with it because I can take a step back and say it in a really strange voice and be like, okay, this might not be true. This might not be a fact. Another thing we might have somebody do, or I could do, or you could do, would be to intentionally think of a time that's really difficult and maybe really consider and think about this thing that we're struggling with and really look at ourselves, and then take a step back and look at ourselves maybe 5 years from now, or even 10 years from now, when we've had the chance to get through this difficult time or make it out of this struggle. And what kind of loving and supportive wisdom would we give to ourselves from this time where we've made it out of this back to ourselves now in this difficult time? And maybe start talking to ourselves from that place of encouragement, and just really think about how that might feel. So that's really all I wanted to share, is that ACT is a really powerful therapy that can be used for anxiety, life transitions, depression, substance abuse, disordered eating, really any kind of difficult time. We can really apply this ACT lens and see what happens, and really start living a life that's more aligned with what we care about once we have some flexibility. So thank you for watching, and please let us know what you think. And if you feel called to, maybe schedule an appointment with a therapist that provides ACT therapy. Thanks.